Here are 12 surprising and delicious things you can make with your food processor. And stick around because I'll even show you what this thing's for. Put on your butcher cap because we can create our own ground beef, ground pork, ground chicken right here in our food processor. All you do is get whatever cut of meat you would like, cut it up into 1.5 inch chunks. I have a chuck roast because it was on sale, and we'll be able to get several pounds of ground beef just from this. All right, once you have your meat all cubed up, you're gonna wanna pop it into the freezer for about 30 minutes before you add it to your food processor. All right, I did that process earlier with some pork, and I'm gonna show you how to grind it up. Freezing the meat just for about 30 minutes ahead of time will help it cut easier and cleaner, and it won't get so sticky with the blades. You're just gonna use your regular blade and you're gonna pulse it until it's to the consistency you would like. I've got it just about where I want it. Now I'm gonna add in the rest of the ingredients, and I've got homemade sausage. That smells like breakfast sausage. It looks better than what you would buy in those little tubes. It's just good. Why don't we do this more often? Now you can create your own patties. This is also going to be a lot more cost effective. I can definitely get several more patties for the amount I spent on just a few boneless pork chops. These are gonna cook up beautifully, and this is so easy. You could even do this on a Sunday morning. And since we're being so chefy, you can even make your own butter in the food processor. All you do is add your heavy cream, which is what butter is, into your food processor, and then just add a little salt. And the salt is optional. I'm just gonna add a pinch. You know what happens when you beat your cream too much or shake it too much? It turns into butter. We'll let the food processor do all that whipping work, and we'll enjoy some fresh homemade butter. It really works, people. It takes about 8 to 10 minutes until the butter separates from the liquid. And you're just gonna drain off the milky liquid. I like to put a paper towel down just for extra absorption. If you have cheesecloth, that's great too, but paper towel works fine. And then it's ready to serve. Again, so easy. So spreadable, it's so beautiful, and I just feel so sophisticated. Tastes like butter. I love using the food processor when I have a lot of things to mix, like for a big batch. For example, breakfast casserole, your food processor is great for blending all of those eggs. No more whisking, no more tired arms. You could also make this casserole without ever pulling out a cutting board. So you could have chopped whatever veggies you want in here, the cheese. This also takes about 10 seconds. If you were whisking it with your hands, it would take a lot longer. See what I'm talking about? Food processors can really make your life easier. Of course, we know you can make dips and sauces like pesto or hummus. Did you know you can make salsa in here? When you make your own restaurant-style salsa, you'll never go back. The food processor is going to do all of the heavy lifting, but you might have to give it a little bit of a head start, so rough chopping things in big chunks and throwing it all in is all you need to do. This seriously came together in about 2 minutes. Who said food processor videos weren't exciting? So a food processor is great for emulsified sauces, things like hollandaise and mayonnaise. So once you can master this simple technique to make mayonnaise, you can make countless other dressings or sauces. Let me show you just how easy it is. The reason we don't like to make these type sauces at home is because it requires so much whisking and elbow grease, but if a food processor can do that work for us, it comes together in a fraction of the time. Yes, you just saw me put 2 whole eggs into the food processor to make mayonnaise. Typically this is made with just the egg yolk, but if you've got good quality pasteurized eggs, then you can throw the whole thing in there. We're gonna get this going, and then I'm gonna slowly drizzle in some neutral flavored oil. Look at this, beautiful mayonnaise. It's like perfect, I don't even wanna mess it up. You keep this on hand in your fridge, and it's gonna be way better than the store-bought stuff. And now that you know how to do this, you can customize it to what you like. So if you like avocado oil or something like that in place of just vegetable oil, then you can use that and make it even healthier. But you don't think I'm gonna stop there, do you? I'm just gonna turn this mayonnaise into my kid's favorite, ranch. Simply toss in some fresh herbs, some onion powder, garlic powder, a little Worcestershire, whatever you feel like, and you've got a delicious ranch. Of course, we have a recipe that we will link here in the video. While I clean this up, check out the next great use for a food processor, which is making pie dough. It really helps when it's time to cut in that butter. Are y'all still making bread at home? Well, you should do your next batch in the food processor. Start by just combining your dry ingredients, flour, sugar, yeast, and salt. Just pulse that a few times. Add in some butter and an egg. We're gonna get this going and then we're gonna drizzle in some warm water just until that soft dough forms, and then we'll transfer it to the surface. Once the dough ball forms, let it process for about a minute, and that's all the kneading it needs. All you do is turn it onto a floured surface, cover it, and let it rest for 10 minutes. We're gonna form it into a loaf, bake it off, and wait till you see what we got. Then you've got this beautiful loaf of bread that came from your food processor. Who'd have thunk it? Where are all my healthy friends at? Because you can use your food processor to make healthy alternative nut butters and flours. A lot of times the alternative flours cost a lot of money, so it's really not hard to make your own, and it will save you in the long run. All you do is add your oats or whatever grains you want to your food processor. In just a couple minutes, we have a healthy alternative to flour, and this is great in baked goods like muffins or cookies. Staying on that healthy train, who's looking for a carb alternative? Food processor is a great tool to make cauliflower rice or broccoli rice. For the same price as pre-riced cauliflower, you get twice as much when you make it yourself. All you need to do is break your cauliflower into manageable size pieces and add it to your food processor. Be sure to pulse it instead of just letting it go so that it doesn't get too mushy. Now this is ready to go in your favorite recipes, or this is a great meal prep idea because you can freeze this in smaller portions. We interrupt this fun demo for a little happy hour. Did you know your food processor is great for making shaved ice? And for me, that makes a perfect cocktail. I didn't think I was gonna like this trick as much as I do. I'm gonna keep things cold here by letting you know that you can make your own nice cream. That's healthy ice cream made with frozen fruit. No more spending $10 on those little fruit bowls you get at the store when you can make your own. Add in whatever frozen fruit you like. A little alternative milk. We have ice cream. This looks anything but healthy. This is creamy, it looks indulgent, but it's not, and it costs a fraction of the price of those fancy bowl places. As promised, the moment you've all been waiting for. What the heck is this used for besides cutting ourselves in our utensil drawer? Basically, think of this as your box grater for the food processor. It does everything that a box grater would. When you use the circular blade like this, you no longer need the blade that fits down in the center. So this will just be inserted in the top of the food processor with the working side of the blade up. First, we'll use the shaving or slicing part of the blade, which is the longer end, and we'll just put our food down the chute, and then if you need some help pushing it down, you can use the insert. This is the fastest way to make things like coleslaw that require a lot of elbow grease. I'm gonna use the same longer part of the blade to do things like slicing potatoes. This is a great tool if you don't have a mandolin to get those super thin slices. And finally, we use this for shredding, especially when it comes to shredding cheese. We'll flip it up with the working side of the grater on top now, and then we do the same thing. We just feed it right through the chute. It's great for when you have to grate a lot of cheese. And there you have it. We have definitely put our food processor to work today. From mayonnaise to ice cream and everything in between, this food processor does it all. Do you have any tricks that I forgot that you can do in the food processor? If so, let me know what they are. I really love hearing from you guys, so comment below and let me know what you would like to see me try out next. And if you're not already, be sure you're subscribed to Allrecipes on YouTube. Click that bell so you're notified every time we post a new video, and you can keep up with all things Allrecipes.
Still in our grease bag.
Carry on.